Msawakhe Mayisela says members of the public are currently breaking lockdown regulations by swimming before it's officially allowed on October the 1st. He joins us now on the line. Msawakhe, thank you so much for making the time to talk to us. Why are people not allowed to swim at the moment?
Sister, thank you so much for an opportunity. I think let me start by thanking largely our holiday makers that have made it to eThekwini Municipality. Since yesterday, we have seen a substantial number of cars that were flocking to the city. It is very exciting to us. I mean, we're a city that largely depends on tourism. And as a result of the scourge of the coronavirus, indeed, we have been on the receiving end, and we are still on the receiving end. So we're pulling all the stops to ensure that we resuscitate tourism. But what we would like to inform the public is that in as much as our beaches have been opened, we only allow people to walk on the promenade, to walk on the sand. They can do yogas and so forth. And we are doing this not because our intention is to frustrate the public. We know that quite a number of people, mostly who are coming from inland, they come to eThekwini with an intention to bathe. But unfortunately, we are in the grip of the coronavirus. We have got our lifeguards who are not trained properly, who have not finished the training with regard to dealing with cases under these conditions. But secondly, the shark spot that is responsible for our nets, the nets that are responsible for protecting us not to be beaten by sharks in the event that we are bathing, they've just recently installed them, and they are not yet submerged, in a manner that is satisfactory. So as a result, as the city, we cannot actually risk or put at risk the lives of our tourists, the lives of our residents. Hence, we are appealing to the public to bear with us, not to bathe, because bathing is dangerous. I mean, you could have a situation whereby we are bitten by a shark. So we are very worried in that some happen to disregard this call. But unfortunately, we have to ensure that we guard against a situation whereby we're going to have, a situation whereby one is bitten by a shark. But we are promising that definitely at the beginning or at the first week of October, it's when we'll be in a good position to allow everyone to be able to bathe.
Quite a predicament you're facing there, because essentially most people come to Durban to go and swim in the sea.
You're quite correct, sisters. They come to eThekwini with an intention to bathe, but unfortunately, as this sphere of government, we have got a responsibility to ensure that we maximize the safety of our tourists. We cannot say that people must bathe, knowing very well it is not safe to do so, because in the event that we do that, the media, the public will blame us in the event that there is an accident. So it is therefore of cardinal importance that as the city, we inform the public that, look, we are operating under very abnormal circumstances. We are about to turn the corner, and let us be patient and ensure that we get into the water when the city is ready, to ensure that in the event that there is an accident, we are able to move with speed and assist. But in the meantime, we cannot be irresponsible and say people must bathe. Yes, there are people who happen to disregard that call, but unfortunately, it is very dangerous. So we're just appealing to the public, bear with us. We're still in the grip of the coronavirus. We're even urging the tourists that will be coming to our city, please remember that we're still under lockdown, stage 1, and it is therefore important that we adhere to the regulation that governs our behavior. Now that we have graduated to stage 1, let us social distance, let us sanitize, let us ensure that we wear our mask. We're not yet out of the woods, but we are close to getting there. So ours is to work together, because in the event that we fail to respect the regulations, we could reverse the gains that we have made as we're working together to fight the scourge, or to fight the spread of the coronavirus.
So how certain are you that your lifeguards will be fully trained come the 1st of October?
on the first week of October, Sister, definitely the beach will be ready for anyone to bathe. We'll make an announcement to that effect when the right time is, when we're ready to receive people, to allow people to bathe. But in the meantime, we're just appealing that please, let us go there for the sake of walking. Let us walk on the sand, but please do us a favor. Do not get into the water because there is a likelihood that there may be a shark nearby, and then we do not want to see a situation whereby people will be exposed to such dangerous conditions. So we're just appealing that let's just work together. Let us be patient. I understand that we are coming from a grueling lockdown, but unfortunately, we cannot have a situation whereby we behave ourselves irresponsibly.
Absolutely. Now, you touched on our question of the day this at the beginning of the conversation when you stated that masses of people were starting to converge on eThekwini either for holiday or for fun. We're asking our viewers today, have you started traveling as the lockdown regulations are being eased and relaxed? So you're saying that fortunes are turning around for eThekwini in terms of tourism?
Sisters, I'm sorry, man. I've just parked on the side of the road, so I'm battling a bit to hear because of the trucks that are passing by. I'm battling to get your question.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I was just saying that we're asking our viewers today if they have started traveling, and you were saying at the beginning of our conversation that lots of people are starting to come into eThekwini. So are you saying your fortunes have turned around?
I'm battling a little bit, sisters.
We're going to have to let you go, but thank you so much for talking to us. Msawakhe Mayisela, he is with the eThekwini Municipality there, warning revelers that as you go out to eThekwini, please do not go into the sea to bathe, as this is not allowed yet until October 1st, when that level 1 activity kicks in.